Pregame.com.
Sunday, NFL action. We've got the St. Louis Rams at the Dallas Cowboys. I'm Marco D'Angelo. I'm joined by Stephen Nover. Stephen, this is your best bet. You're going for 5 in a row. Kudos to you. Hate to say I got one up on you. I'm going to be going for 6 in a row later today. But great job on the videos. Tell me who you like in this game and why.
Well, back at you, Marco. Great job with your hot streak. My video best bet this week is the St. Louis Rams, the winless St. Louis Rams.
Are you doing that just to rub in, just to let everybody know in this video that I lost another lunch to you last week?
That's right. That's why I'm taking the Rams. No, it's a case, Marco, where Dallas is an improved team. Believe it or not, Dallas a little under the radar. You don't usually say that about Dallas, but their line is overinflated in this game. It's close to 2 touchdowns. I think the line could go up rather than down once the public gets involved the last 24 hours. It's just too many points for Dallas to lay. They're not that strong of a team to lay this kind of number. And I see the Rams improving. They gave a good effort against Green Bay. So the effort is there, which is important. They finally upgraded their wide receiver core, getting Brandon Lloyd. He immediately becomes their #1 wide receiver. I've always liked him. I always thought he was very good.
They threw last week for just under 300 yards, 299. So it definitely was an improvement.
Yeah, Bradford took a shot, though, on his ankle. So this is why I would wait as long as possible, if you agree with me, and like the Rams in this spot, because the numbers I see only going up. If Bradford does not play, then the number is going to go up even more. I'm fine with A.J. Feely. He's one of the better backup quarterbacks in the NFL, which isn't saying much, but he's a veteran. He can do the job, taking close to 2 touchdowns there. So I think it's the Cowboys are without Felix Jones. He's their best running back. We know Romo is talented, but he can commit turnovers. And it's a bad situational spot, Marco, for the Rams. For Dallas. They played very hard against New England last week at New England. They probably should have won that game. Some conservative play calling.
How many weeks involving, just sidebar to New England games, do we say after the games are over and you look at the statistics, it seems like every week the team that played New England statistically should have beat them, but somehow they don't.
Yeah.
I mean, is it at some point it's just coaching? These teams are getting out coached by Belichick, or are they the luckiest team alive?
I think it's probably the former. Belichick's a tremendous coach. But New England actually, finally their defense started to show something. But back to the Dallas situational spot. So they're off that game. Next week they're at the Eagles. That's a key division game. So how much attention are they going to pay to this flat home spot against a winless team? And the Rams are desperate. I think they put up an effort here. Their offense did move the ball, so I think they can stay within this number.
Well, when I looked at this, the first thing that stuck out to me is when this line went up to 12.5, which is what it's sitting at right now. Vegas is trying to tell you that at 12.5, they're saying on a neutral field then, Green Bay is only 1.5 points better than the Dallas Cowboys, because Green Bay was laying 14 last week at home. If you do a comparison from game to game, there's no way that you're going to put Green Bay only -1.5 on a neutral field against Dallas, correct?
Yeah, so the line is inflated.
It's absolutely inflated, and it's a situation, you've got this winless team, and I think a lot of us got into the scenario of this was a 0-5, a winless team coming out of the bye, the 0-4 team coming out of the bye, which historically has been a good play. We've seen in the NFL this year that because of the lockout and all the different things that rule changes and everything, that it's not a typical year in the NFL. So maybe we got to be careful with some of those old, standby stats or trends that we've used. They may not hold up this year. This just might be one of those years that when the season's done, we're going to put an asterisk by it and then, move on to next year. I agree with you with St. Louis. I'm not going to buck you here. No lunch. It's going to be like that episode from Seinfeld. No soup for you. Okay. I agree with you. Stephen, what is your projected score here on this one?
Call it maybe Dallas 28, the Rams 24. The Rams hang in there and cover.
Stephen, you've got a big game going in the NFL on Sunday. There's a reason we have you here on all of these NFL ones because you do good in both sports, don't get me wrong, but let's not kid anybody. NFL's been your bread and butter, from the time you were a pup. You've won 17 out of 18 NFL seasons, am I correct?
Yes.
You're releasing on Sunday, triple dime, 3-star play. It's going to be your total of the month. Your 3 stars are on a 19-5 run, 19-5-1. You had a push in there. Tell the listeners real quick about what you got Sunday and where they can find it.
Well, there's a real strong total, obviously, that I like a lot, that the odds makers have putting the wrong perception on these two teams, and the line is off by at least a field goal, which is very rare in the NFL, even on a total. And I've been studying, I attack this, I do put in statistics and things, but my main emphasis is fundamental handicapping, analysis of the matchups, and I really like this total a lot, and it's on my pregame page, and they'll be able to find it there.
Okay, well check it out. Check Stephen Nover out on his homepage here at pregamepros.com. I'm Marco D'Angelo, he's Stephen Nover. His best bet, going for 5 in a row, is the St. Louis Rams. We're going to be right back. Next up, we're going to take a look at the San Diego Chargers at the New York Jets. That's up next.